Hi everyone, this is Laurel with Guided by Love here for you every day, and so happy to be here with you. Yay, it's Sunday. It's another, I don't know if you guys like me giving you these weather updates, but it means a lot to me, and I hope to you. This is like such a great time of year here. There's so much color, and yesterday I took a drive around and it was pretty magical. And I got some Halloween, like I loved driving around, seeing the colors and seeing the Halloween um decorations there. I have two pictures I'm going to post regarding twin flames, your special person, and you're going to crack up, you're going to love them. So I can't wait to post those for you, so check out my community feed. They are so funny. I saw the one and I just burst out laughing. And I'm like, I turned my car around. I'm like, I gotta get a picture of this. So you're just gonna enjoy it. Okay, so I have let's see, this is the the Sacred Tarot of the Heart. I used this for the quick love yesterday. I just saw 1:17 on the clock. So let's get some general messages. And then I'm going to use the Twin Flame Awaken Path Tarot. And I'm going to try to get some new tarot decks this week. I'm just excited to get some new coming in. So I'm going to try to do that as well. So let's see what we got here. What is the message for you and your special person? Wow, I knew that was going to come out, one of those. What is the message? What is the message for the journey? Wow. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, there's one. One sticking out of the top. They are wanting me to pull that one out. So open up is the overall message. So this is a number 4. This is stability, security, safety. But this is encouraging you to, if you look, there's all this beautiful divine energy around you, and you're being encouraged to open up, to expand your energy, your creativity. I feel, because once the divine energy peels back, there's all this orange, yellow. To me, it's that creative energy. So they want you to expand your energy, opening up to that creative energy for manifesting, for creating things, doing things that you love to do. And, she's definitely, you're connecting with the light. I mean, it's the divine all around you in this. But, as you shine your light, divine feminine, your person, it helps your person propel forward because they're following your trail of light. It's lighting up the path for them on which direction to go. So really beautiful. And then we have a lot of messages here. I always think I'm going to make this reading short. And, there's like all these cards come out. So we have move, and this is 7. So I feel like, and this is the hand fasting, that some people still do it in this day and age. It's just your preference, but some people still do the hand fasting ceremony. But in the many, many moons ago, they used to do the hand fasting ceremony as a way to bond you together in marriage. So this is very much showing a union, and you guys are moving toward this union. You're moving closer and closer to this union. And I've been hearing the church bells every day. I heard them early this morning, which I normally don't. Heard them this morning, which is this, symbol of union. And I heard them yesterday too, when I was out on a walk. Or no, I think I was driving in my car and I had my window down and I was passing through this neighborhood, and I could hear them just as plain as day. But this is showing how each of you is connecting to the divine on your own path. And it's, your connection. Look at this, the infinity symbol. This love goes on and on and on. And truthfully, you're married in the spiritual realm, you're bonded in the spiritual realm already. It's just, as above, so below. And I feel like that's too what this picture is showing, that your bond is deepening in this physical realm. And, the energy is connecting you both, magnetizing you both together. Wow, into this union. My goodness. And oh my gosh. And then we have the sacral chakra. What did I say? Two, they want you to open up to your creative energies. Wow. Yeah, so open up. And here it's showing it. And here we got the sacral card. So you may want to do a sacral cleanse, and then ask spirit what it is that you should focus on with your creative energy. They will let you know. And this is a two. I always look at that as, universe having your back. So this is really beautiful. And it may be clearing your person may be clearing things out of their sacral. That's why I say do a cleanse, and you're clearing things out. So make sure you do a cleanse, and then you can ask, what is it that I should be doing with that energy? Yeah, and I failed to say this was a 7. So this is manifesting. As I said, it's moving in the right direction. And then we have release. Yeah, there's been a lot. This is a 13. Luck is on your side. There's a lot of releasing going on. I had to take a deep breath because, we're releasing right now. We're releasing things from, different chakras, and our third eye's opening, our heart's opening, but we're also releasing deep ancestral patterns and behaviors. So very much so. And it's a release of, this fear, the jacket that we were in, a layer that we were in with a lot of fear. And that was from, our ancestors. And so we're breaking free of that. We're releasing that. Spirit is really helping with that. And so you and your person may be going through some intense, um, releasing. And, not necessarily for the ancestral stuff, not necessarily on an emotional level, but on a cellular level. Like our DNA is cleansing out, and it's just a deep cleanse that we're going through as well. So 13, luck is on your side. This is all good for you and your person. Another 4 as well. So we have 44 in the cards. And then we have moving on. So we have another moving card. We had the moving, your connection is moving forward. It's moving as above, so below, into this earthly realm. But this is moving on. You and your person choosing to move on from what no longer serves you. And it's going to making this choice is going to bring in abundance. This is an 8. So, making this choice to move on is, creating abundance. And this is so weird, but I have to say, what I'm seeing, this is like reminding me of pecans. So I don't know. This is looking like almonds or walnuts and pecans. So I don't know if there's any of you out there that are nut eaters, but this may be symbolic of you changing your diet, moving on from one type of eating to another type of eating, and moving on from one pattern of eating to another pattern. And I'm seeing pecans and walnuts. So that's what I'm seeing. This may also be you moving forward on your journey, you moving into taking steps to move forward in your purpose and your person, like you said, following suit. When you move forward, stay in your light, they're following as well. And you only see one set of footprints, but remember the saying about footprints in the sand? When you've only seen one, that meant that, God, the higher power, was carrying you. So really, I want to point that out too. And they do help so, so, so much. I asked a question this morning on my walk. I want to share this because I think it's important. It's important that we, realize that we may not get an answer right away, but we are going to, Spirit does give us answers. So I asked a question on my walk this morning, and, I was walking and I was keeping my mind focused in the present moment. I was grounding myself, and I didn't get an answer right away. And when I got back, I went into my meditation and I had my aunt come in and she gave me an answer. And I was like, wow. So, um, it doesn't always come in the time you ask, but they will get it to you. So I thought that was important to share. And then we have share the love. This is the number 3, birth, death, rebirth, abundance. You're being given, you're being entrusted with this love. This nugget of love. And, as you go within and fill your cup, you're being entrusted with this love. And, Spirit's saying, share it with the people around you, share it, with, through your purpose and your service to humankind. This is part of that purpose, part of being a light worker. And then we have number 5. I knew this was going to come out. I saw this when I was shuffling. Number 5, change, win or lose. And I feel, this sword is symbolic of, I'm going to get that first card out because I feel like, and I just burped, so there's some fear, lots of fear being released. But this sword is symbolic of as above, so below. And you and your person have been working on, your foundation. Through separation, you work on your foundation, letting things go that no longer serve you, having lessons, tests and trials, and it's all for the good of your connection to the earth. But it's also, it also connects you to the spiritual realm, deeper to the spiritual realm. As you let go of the fear, more truth comes in. And this is, showing that both of you are determined to go forward on this journey, win or lose. Change is happening, and the truth will come out, will be presented, win or lose. And I feel like, maybe your person has this attitude now that, win or lose, I have to speak my truth. And, and this is going to create a lot of change, but it's change for the highest good of both of you. So as you walk forward, you're going through change and you're finding out your truths, and learning lessons and connecting with spirit. But it's, bringing that bond of love, connection between the two of you stronger into this earth. And then we have refusing to see. So, I feel like, the helmet to me always tells me that there's a lot of there's a lot of picture, like you have a bucket and there's bees flying around, you turn the bucket upside down and there's bees flying around inside of it. They're going crazy. And I always feel like when there's a helmet, that's what's happening, but with our thoughts. So this is, today is going to be important to go outside, ground, use breath work to connect with spirit. Um, but today is going to be an important day. And where did I see that? It's going to be an important day to get in control of your thoughts. So you can ground yourself, you can use breathing, you can use positive affirmations. I am strong, I am safe. I am safe. I am protected. I am supported by the angels, by God, by the higher power, by the universe. Using positive affirmations and also using gratitude. I am grateful for all that I have in my life. Everything always works out better than expected. So, this maybe, and the third eye is open wide. So, um, this may be also a transition happening in the mind where we're releasing, you and your person are releasing, mind patterns, mind behaviors, mind patterns. You're releasing that as well. So, and the fact that it's a 2, we have 22 in the cards as well. So, is important to see. So, those are the cards I have for the main messages. Let's get a message from your person. Oop, there's one that wanted to stay there. Okay, what is the message from your person today? What is the message from your person? Oh, we got 2 of them. And anything that you want to say, viewer, to your person, is there anything you want to say? Okay, and we got one more coming out. Wow. Bottom of the deck is the 8 of Wands. Fast movement, quick decision, and sudden progress. So this could be your person coming in unexpectedly, or some kind of communication coming in unexpectedly from them. Wow. So expect the unexpected. And I got to take a sip. And watch out for those bees, those miracles. Okay, so the first card from your person is the 4 of Pentacles. They feel, they feel a possessiveness toward you. They have, they may be holding on to, the pentacles that they're earning. They're feeling some insecurity and some, uncertainty in their lives, but everything they do, they're thinking about you in the mix, because this is a 4, stability, security, and safety. And then the Lovers, yeah, they're thinking about you, twin flames, balance, and spiritual love. They are focused on this connection. And the 6, home, service, and family, they recognize the twin flames. They, some of them may, some of them may not. They recognize that, they have to come into more balance before they can come together with you. And, they recognize this is spiritual love. This is a deeper love. It's different than anything they have around them, anything that they've ever experienced. So they want to share that. And then you got the High Priestess. You're telling them that, you've been working on your spirituality, your personal path, and you're using your intuition, you're connecting with the divine, to pull knowledge your way. So really beautiful message. You're letting them know that you've switched gears. And the 10 of Pentacles, this is, inheritance, higher commitment. This is family, legacy. This is having it all in the material realm. The 10 is new beginnings. And you're telling them new beginnings, leadership. You're telling them you're taking the lead in your life. You're, starting new beginnings for yourself, and it's bringing in, legacies, foundations, inheritances, higher commitments, a higher commitment, not only between the two of you, but it's also bringing in other commitments, other partnerships or alliances, soul family. So you want to share that with them as well, that this is part of you going forward, and you recognize that you have the family with them, when you come back together as well, because family's on there. So those are the messages I have for you. I hope this helped, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button, and check out my info on my new special that's coming up from October 21st to October 30th. Namaste.